Ha sido un año realmente muy bueno el pasado. Te eligieron jugador joven, estuviste en el MLS All Star. La primera pregunta es, ¿cómo has vivido todo eso para alguien tan joven? Y cómo ves ahora llegar a la selección de Estados Unidos también. La segunda pregunta es si tuviste tiempo en todos estos días de ir a algún tatuador en Miami Beach para que te completara alguno de esos que tienes ahí.
Yeah, I think this year's been exciting for me. I think there was a lot of goals that were accomplished, a lot of milestones that were reached. I think that I still have a lot of room to improve, a lot of things to shoot for and stuff. So I think continuing to work and heading back to RSL is going to be an exciting year this year, and hopefully make it better and better as each year goes by. And then yeah, no, maybe we'll see on an off day. Maybe I'll go get another little tattoo or finish a piece. That would be awesome.
We have a lot of them in Miami.
I
Beach,
heard,
so.
yeah, maybe.
Good ones.
Awesome.
How do you, Diego, how do you look at your international career now? Because obviously you have options,
Yeah.
and you've explored them a bit.
Yeah.
Where do things stand now, would you say?
Yeah, I think right now I'm solely focused on where I'm at right now, playing for the U.S. and playing for RSL. I think when I go back to the club, that's all I'm focused on. I'm working on performing better and seeing what's the next step for me and what's the options, right? Because that's where you are 90% of the time. So I think that for me is definitely my focus.
And what has Pochettino told you about your possible future?
Yeah, I think he's talked to me a little bit, and I think it all comes with performing, and with these games coming up is going to be a big test for us, right? And after that, you can see more about where you stand and where you fit in and stuff.
Where on the pitch do you think you're going to fit in under Poch, where you've been operating and training? And positionally, what do you think about your place in this team?
Yeah, for me, I think I play best as a 10, right in the middle, floating around, and that's me individually. And I think Coach really sees that, and he understands where to put me and where to get the best out of me. So I think he understands, and we're both on the same page of where he sees me playing in those pockets and getting on the half turn and stuff like that.
Can you talk about him as a coach? What have been your impressions of playing under him, and how he's different maybe from every coach has their own style? What's unique, do you think?
Yeah, he's been, for me personally, he's been an awesome in this first week of camp. I think he's been good to connect with the players off the field, but also make them in a comfortable space to be able to perform at their best, rather than with the nerves or pressure on them. He's made everyone feel comfortable, or at least speaking for me. And
how has he done that?
I think he connects with us off the field. He has conversations. He likes to joke around, but he has this mindset when we're wearing the kit and when we're on the field, it's strictly focused and we got to lock in and stuff. But he always has the right timing and right area to joke around or to mess around and let the guys be free and comfortable.
Diego, you waited a long time for this opportunity. What was your reaction when you got it, and just what's the level of play been like?
Yeah, I think it's what we work for, right? So it's all about timing and when something's going to happen for you, right? So for me, I think performing and getting the opportunities like that is what we work for, and the level's been great. I think that this week has been unreal, and a lot of the players, coming off from off season and stuff, but the touches are still there, and everybody's talented here. So it's an exciting, way to start your year.
Yeah, what went through your mind when you received that call?
Yeah, it was just exciting. Being in last January camp and having the opportunity to do it again was awesome. So I'm able to come back in here and kind of understand what it's feeling like, not being nervous as my first time into camp, and just kind of get in the feel and being able to express myself and kind of just be me.
Is there pressure? It's the first game tomorrow with a new coach. You're kind of auditioning now on the pitch in a game. How do you manage those nerves to not try to do too much or try to prove too much and be able to play free and comfortable?
Yeah, I think the auditioning is the 10 months out of the year that you're playing with your club, right? I think that's the auditioning part and the performance part. And I think when you come out here, you just got to continue to do. You're here for a reason. You're here because of what you did at your club and because of the player you are. So I think be able to come out here and just add the things that he's asking for, whether that be tactically or on the field of what your role is, but implementing that into what your skill is and your level, I think is what this is all about.
Could you talk about your goals for the rest of this year? There's the World Cup in the summer, there's a lot of friendlies in the fall, and then suddenly the World Cup will be here before anyone knows it. How are you thinking about climbing into that roster picture for the World Cup?
Yeah, I think a lot of it's going to have to do when I'm back home with my club, performing and and working on the things that I need to work on and continuing to grow. But I think, yeah, these camps are special to make sure that you're performing. But, you know, at club is where you make everything shine and stuff like that. So I think getting that and getting the opportunity to come back into camps and getting called into more camps gives you the best opportunity for the bigger events.
Have they given you, Mauricio and his staff, have they given you any specific feedback about what they've seen from you at your club and what they want you to translate to the U.S. or maybe do differently?
As of right now, nothing really, but it's also the first, week of camp and stuff coming from an off season, so I think it's been a lot of just getting on the ball and getting your legs back and stuff like that.
Diego, es la segunda vez que te convocan a la selección de Estados Unidos. ¿Qué crees que te falta para ser convocado más habitualmente?
Yeah, I think for me it's about, like I said, performing at your club, getting more goals, and in my position as a number 10 or playing in the attacking midfield, I think it's about getting the assists, scoring goals, and continuing to do that, not having spans of not doing that, right? I think it's continuing to perform and do that and make sure that you're always there and performing.
Diego, hay muy pocos equipos en el mundo que juegan con enganche, una posición que casi está desapareciendo. ¿Le da importancia Pochettino a ser armador de juego?
Yeah, I think playing as that position is your key role in the attack for the team, right? So being able to get on the ball, turn, find the final pass, and score goals, that's one of the biggest positions on the team to create a playmaker, right? So I think, in training we've been looking to find those guys on the ball more and get them on the ball as much as we can. Whether that's me or other 10s and attacking midfielders we have here, because that's where kind of the play goes through and creating chances and stuff.
¿Y sin balón te pide algún trabajo táctico o te da libertad?
Yeah, I think always you're going to have defensive, things you have to do. So I think making sure that you're doing that, but also he gives the freedom on the offensive side to attack and be free. But making sure you're doing defensive role is definitely the most important.
¿Qué conocen de Venezuela?
To be honest, nothing much right now. We've been doing video, we've been doing conversations, but it's a new group of guys, so we'll see who they put out and kind of what they do.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.